not only do you take better care of yourself, you take better care of the people that are in your life, like your children, the kids that you already have. I'm having a great time with my daughter. Welcome back to Mr. Maleo Talks. I'm Mr. Maleo, and let's get right into it. Did y'all catch that intro? That's pretty dope, huh? Just trying something new out. Nobody told me exactly how fun it would be to make these videos, so I just thought I'd give it another, try something new out. Give it another shot at an intro. So we're going to see how that does. Thought it was pretty fun. I just got through working out for the second time today. I went to the gym early this morning, and I just want to do a little bit more of a workout here at home. I got some weights here that I work out with. So for what you came here for, this is day 5 of NoFap. This is my NoFap journey, No Nut November. Although I'm not doing this just for November, I'm doing this as a complete lifestyle change. I'm just documenting my journey from the beginning of November to the end, to see all the changes, just to figure out what's going on. So let's get into it. All right. So on Thursday was the last time I talked to you guys. Today is Saturday. So yesterday, I went to the gym, had a great time at the gym. My energy levels are through the freaking roof. I mean, it's insane. It is crazy how hard I'm working out at the gym now. And it's only been, technically it's been 7 days now, but November started on Tuesday. So technically it's 7 days for my lifestyle change, but 5 days for my No Nut November. Getting through my workout has been easier. Working out harder, pushing myself a little bit more has been easier. But one thing I have noticed yesterday, I was angry. Just mad. At first I didn't understand. I thought I was just mad, just to be mad. Something was going on with my life. But actually I started to remember that, hey, the anger comes back when your testosterone starts to show back up. It's basically your body is going, what's happening here? You've got all of this testosterone in your body, and it hasn't been in your body like this in such a long time. What am I supposed to do with it? What's your body supposed to do with it? So your body's like, oh, well, all this testosterone, maybe you should just get mad. That's testosterone. It's super high, and maybe just be mad because testosterone. So that happened to me yesterday. I was just mad all day. And I'll even tell you what I was mad about. I was mad that winter was on its way. I'm from Florida, but I live in Memphis, Tennessee, and if you know anything, it doesn't get cold, like crazy cold, like a lot of places do. But it gets cold enough, and it does snow out here. And I'm not a real fan of the cold, but I know that it's coming. And I felt that when it started raining, and once it starts raining, the cold is coming in, and then my mind is just like, gosh, this rain and this cold is coming in, cold. So that was one of the first things. And then I started getting angry about my past. Like, how come I didn't do such and such back then? And I'm just mad that this is happening, and I'm mad that I can't do that, and I'm mad that this person ain't where they're supposed to be, and I'm mad that I wasn't where I was supposed to be when I was supposed to be there. And then I went to the gym, and I understood that maybe I should just take this aggression out on these weights and work out. So that's what I did. I went ahead, got myself together, went to the gym, and used some of that. I didn't know I could really tap into that anger and really get going with my workout. I decided to do that, and I had a great workout. It all just kind of just evaporated. All the anger just kind of washed over me and helped me push forward with my workout. And I felt great afterwards. I felt really good, even though there was still a little bit of anger there. I believe that the NoFap and the semen retention and holding in your seed, it really does, that anger really does show up. But at the same time, I was still, still being productive, still making things happen. That was what mostly happened yesterday. Not much else happened. However, I don't know yet, guys. I don't know. I mean, because like I said, I've experienced the whole female attraction thing once before. At the beginning of the year, when I was going through NoFap, this was like a month and a half in, though, when I started seeing that. But I guess because I know what it looks like now, I'm seeing it sooner. Because I guess it was happening back then, but now that I know exactly what it looks like, what it feels like, I can feel my peripheral, seeing these people, gravitate towards me. It's craziness. It really is. So I was at the gym yesterday, mad and all, just putting it in, just sweating it out. And I'm going around this gym, and there's this young lady. She's good looking. I mean, she wasn't like, oh my gosh, drop dead gorgeous or anything like that. She was in there. She comes in. She gets real close. She makes eye contact. The eye contact thing is real. It's either, I could care less if it's a placebo effect. I could care less if it's, maybe I'm just realizing that people are looking at me, because the thing is, I'm looking back at them too. I'm looking right back at them, and I remember seeing people look at me, and I look at them in the eyes, and I just immediately look away. Just, I ain't looking at you. That type of stuff. But now, I'm like, oh, you looking at me? Well, I'm looking at you too. And I just look at them. They looking at me, I'm gonna look at you. And that eye contact thing, it changes after you start doing that. It's not like a, oh, what you looking at type of look. It's like a, oh, you're looking at me, and I'm looking at you. So that's a difference between, with the eye contact thing. It really does show up. It's really real. So I locked eyes with this girl a couple of times, and she smiles at me. I smile at her. How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Not really trying to, entertain nobody. I'm still kind of pissed off with all the craziness that's going on in my head. But I'm starting to notice, like I said, maybe it's because I've seen it before that I know what I'm looking at. And it's only day 7. She starts basically following me around the gym. I'm over at the cable, at the cables, doing crunches with the cable. She's right behind me. I move over to the bench. She's right there next to me with the dumbbells. I go over to the abs, the workout on my abs. She's literally right there. She's just right there. So I'm just trying to focus on my work, and she's basically following me around this gym. Every time I move, she was within my vicinity within 2 to 3 minutes. No exaggeration. And as my workout went on, another woman started, gravitating around me. It was like they were starting to orbit. That's weird. I mean, I don't know. That wasn't happening to me when I was, choking the chicken, when I was punching my meat bag. I mean, that was not happening. I would go to the gym, but people weren't following me around. Women weren't following me around. Guys weren't talking to me. and they definitely wasn't orbiting me. But a whole nother woman, she came over and she had a nice body. That's about it. She had a nice body. I could recognize nice bodies, and she had a lot of tattoos on her legs, which I'm starting to get into. Tattoos. I don't have any tattoos, but I'm planning to get a tattoo here shortly. But I'm really starting to like the tattoos. Tasteful tattoos on women. Maybe not the whole up your neck and across your chest and all on your face stuff from the women. But you know, the tasteful tattoos, maybe on your legs, your thigh, maybe, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, that's that. So she looks really nice, and she starts orbiting me. Excuse me. So moving right along to today, right? No, yesterday. Yesterday I went and picked up my daughter from her tennis class. So my daughter is really awesome. She looks like me. She looks more like the other half of her than she does me. But she's really awesome. And she goes to tennis every day after school. I drop her off at tennis on time. So there's this receptionist at her tennis. She is a nice lady. She talks to me every now and then. She, you know, says hi, you know, your daughter's great and all of this stuff. But yesterday, I guess it didn't help that I had just gotten out of the gym, kind of pumped up a little bit. Yesterday, it was a little bit different. It was real different. So I walk in there with a smile on my face. I don't know, maybe the anger had kind of wore off a little bit. But I walk in there with a smile on my face, and the lady behind the desk, the young lady behind the desk, she smiles back at me, and she's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing, Mr. Monday?" You know, that's my actual name, Mr. Monday. And I was like, "I'm doing great. I'm just here to grab gas, you know, blah blah blah." And she's like, "Okay, cool." And she just watches me watch my daughter, because she's getting herself together, getting her backpack ready to go. And she just stands there, and I'm standing there watching my daughter. She's watching me. And you know, I'm like, okay, she's watching me. She never really just stood there and just watched me. She'll either get back on her phone, do something on the computer, but this time she's just standing there watching me. And I'm like, okay, my daughter, she gets herself together. She's ready to go. And I'm starting to walk out of the door. And she says, because I'm the only male in the room. I'm the only man in the room. And this receptionist, she goes, "Oh, hey, Daddy." She goes with this big old smile as I'm getting ready to walk out of the building. She says, "Oh, hey, Daddy, I have something for you." I'm like, "All right, what you got?" So she takes the time out to come from behind the desk, does her little twist over to the little room, and pulls out this paper about going to the to a museum, a children's museum, taking the kids to the children's museum. And she said, I actually thought about you today when we received these. And because you're such a great father, and you're always up here with your daughter, and you're always picking her up on time, you drop her off on time. And you know, I got 2 kids. She said, I got 2 kids myself, and I'm always looking for fun things to do for free with my kids. And maybe one of these weekends you'll take your daughter out there, and maybe we'll run into each other out there. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll take my daughter to the free museum, which is really awesome. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I probably have more fun than my daughter does at the museum, but I'm sure we'll have a great time together. So yeah, that happened. And she got all close up on me, closer than she ever been before. And she's giving me the smile and the giggle and the kiki and all of that stuff. That never has. That's never happened. I mean, they've looked at me before because, like I said, I work out. I do. I work out. I'm working out even harder now. But they've looked at me before, but they don't act on it. They don't act on any. They didn't act on it. And now that I'm on NoFap, now that I'm on the semen retention, the seed selfishness, they're actually, it seems like they're responding to me differently. Like they're actively trying to keep me around and say things to me, and it's kind of neat. Now, I don't know if I can say that's female attraction yet, because I mean, even when I was, tenderizing the steak, I was able to talk to people. Maybe not. I mean, I don't know yet. I don't know. We're just gonna have to keep going and see where this takes us. Like I said, I'm not doing this for the female attraction, but it's subtle things are starting to happen. Real subtle things are starting to happen, and that's kind of cool. So that was yesterday. Today, I went back to the gym. I've been consistent at the gym. If I can't make it to the gym, I will work out at home. I have a good amount of weight that I can manipulate myself here at home. I have a sledgehammer in my backyard with tires that I love to hit the tire with my sledgehammer. That's like a great way to take out aggression. I have a punching bag that I can punch. Today I ran into one of my co-workers at the Walgreens when I went to pick up my at the Walgreens. I went to pick up some L-arginine. If you know anything about that, well, I guess I'll get into supplements later, and some creatine. I got a few other things that I need to pick up for my vitamins and minerals that I'll be taking for myself. But that's what I went to the Walgreens for, to grab a couple of things. Seeing one of my coworkers. Now, this particular coworker, I don't really care for, because when we first met, she was on her Memphis thing. And if you know anything about Memphis, Tennessee, it's hood out here. I can't even sugarcoat it. I can't, and I won't. Niggas gonna nig out here in Memphis. I mean, and she is with that, and I don't necessarily care for all of that. So immediately we were like, we kind of butt heads a little bit, and she got on my bad side by trying to take advantage of me, trying to do things, and I wouldn't let her take advantage of me. This was before I was even NoFapping. But now I seen her in this Walgreens, and I hadn't talked to her ever since she tried to take advantage of me, which was a few weeks ago. And she sees me outside of, what I usually wear to work. I'm wearing stuff like this. I'm standing up really tall. I just got out of the gym. She can actually see my arms, my muscles, see exactly what I got going on. She looks over at me and she's like, oh, hey. And I'm like, hey. She's like, how you doing? I was like, good. Can you guys point me in the direction of the creatine, please? And she's like, oh. And I was like, okay. I didn't say nothing else to her. I barely even looked at her. She just was standing there like, that's not the same guy from my job. That is not the same dude that I work with. And sure enough, I am the same guy. I'm not who you think I am when I'm at work. I'm a completely different person outside of work. So that happened today, and then her sister was in there too, and she called her sister up, and I could tell they were pointing at me like, that's him. Her sister knows who I am too. That's him. And they're just looking at me, and I'm catching them at my peripheral, because I'm not really even paying them too much attention. I'm really trying to find this creatine, trying to get myself together so I can get home and actually get it into my system, because I just worked out, and you only got a certain amount of time to get all of this protein and all of these extra amino acids and all of that stuff into your system so it'll work. So I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. I get my stuff and go. I ain't got to talk to them. So I'm pretty sure that changed the way that they look at me. The way I look at them is just completely the same. Y'all can go on about your business. Don't really even care. But that happened today. What else today? Not much else. Not much else. I'm not mad anymore. I am, as you can tell, my smile is pretty good. I cooked today. Oh, I've been telling my daughter that we were gonna fire up this $400 grill that I have just outside. Just been chilling outside and just chilling out there for months. And I've been telling her over and over and over again that, hey, we're gonna grill. We're gonna grill something. So today, with all the extra energy that I had, I'm like, you know what? We're gonna grill today. So I fired up my grill today, and I, you know, put some hot dogs, just some regular, ballpark beef frank hot dogs and all that, and made a whole lunch for me and my daughter today with the grill. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on there. So with that being said, it's like, I'm actually following through on some of the things that I said I would do. I'm helping my daughter clean her bedroom, which if you got a little girl, you know how hard-headed they can be sometimes. They need a little extra hand to clean up, and she's just a little one. So I went in there and helped her clean her room. I cleaned my room today. I made sure she helped me clean up the kitchen, which is something that I usually don't do, and I just thought it would be a good idea to get her away from the TV and come spend some time with her dad. So that's another thing, and I might actually contribute that to NoFap too. They don't talk about, a lot of these channels don't talk about how that can contribute to NoFap can contribute to you being a better person in the family that you have. Like, they're always talking about, oh, female attraction, oh, you feel better, you look better, you take better care of yourself. But not only do you take better care of yourself, you take better care of the people that are in your life, like your children, the kids that you already have. I'm having a great time with my daughter. I'm probably just gonna let her play Xbox for a while. I mean, I'm just gonna sit down and read my book. I'm about to sit down and read a book. And drink a ton of water. I've been drinking this all day. So that's what I got going on right now. Day 5 of No Nut November is coming to a close, and I am pretty good. Like I said, I almost relapsed like 2 days ago on Thursday. I told you guys about that already, but I didn't relapse. Didn't happen. I take cold showers now, freezing cold showers, like bone chilling, would scare a woman to death to tell her to get into that shower. You know how they like to turn the shower on hellfire. You put them in an ice cold shower, those women will probably just run for their lives. But yeah, I had ice cold showers, and I'm probably gonna take another one this evening, and before I make dinner for me and my daughter. So with that being said, I know this is a long rant. All of these is probably gonna be long. I don't care. They're always like, oh, I don't want to make a video too long, whatever, blah blah blah. I do not care. I'm gonna say what I got to say, and as long as it takes, I'm gonna say it. So if you don't care to make it this far in the video, turn it off. I don't care. They probably not gonna monetize me for this foolishness anyway. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing this as like a documentary for myself. So one day I can probably look back and say, this is when this happened, and now I'm on this level, and I smile more, and the Lamborghini sounds like, money. So, with that being said, like, share, subscribe,